This is about to be the 2 most exciting weeks of my life, so let's travel together. Full transparency, I was expecting this bag to be at least 75 pounds, but to be so fair, it has all of my New York Fashion Week outfits in there. So the fact that I kept it under 70, I'm impressed. But I'm not going to New York just yet. Stop number 1 on this crazy 2-week journey is, in fact, my former home, London. I wish I could explain how freaking excited I am to go back home and see all of my friends. Moving away from London was genuinely one of the hardest decisions I've ever made in my life. Ultimately, for the best, I love Boston. I love my life there. It doesn't mean I don't get insanely excited whenever I go back. In style, too. I am flying JetBlue Mint today, which means I'm clearly not on my own dime. I am flying to London for work. I'm not able to talk about it just yet, but it's probably the most excited I've ever been for a work trip. Now, I wish I could say that I was a business class savant. I am not. But since this is an overnight flight, you best believe I am making use of the goodies that they gave us. I also feel like with all the traveling that I've done this year, I have become somewhat of a savant when it comes to traveling while keeping my skin in check. Though to this day, I feel like whenever I see somebody doing skincare on the plane and they don't sanitize their hands first, even if it's in a video and I know they probably did before, I get so grossed out. If I could buy the World Touchland hand sanitizer, I would. But my go-tos are the Tower 28 SOS spray, of course, the Summer Fridays jet lag mask kit, L'Occitane hand cream, melatonin, and some really hydrating lip serum. The older I get, the more high maintenance, if I'm honest. I try to do my entire routine before takeoff, especially on an overnight flight. I can just have my tea, relax, and go straight to sleep. Unfortunately, the flight from Boston to London is only like 6.5 hours max. I think by the time I was able to fall asleep, I might have gotten 3.5 hours, 4. This is the only time I've ever wished for a longer flight. Okay, I know this looks super unappetizing, but this was actually delicious. It was an oatmeal caramelized banana situation. I always love the food on JetBlue. I completely forgot that I was flying into Gatwick, so my driver picked me up. We spent nearly 2 hours on the road before I finally checked into the most beautiful hotel I've ever seen in my entire life. I'll post a full room tour later. Stay tuned for the next 2 weeks. Bye!